All right, so now the fun begins. This is the fun part. This is why you're here. So let's begin. AI Pinterest. What do we need first is an image. Now, there's a whole piece of work that goes before this, keyword research, right? But let's assume we are in a niche for travel, right? So I come here to Pinterest Trends, top yearly trends, and we're in travel. Right here, I see Hawaii is top 10. Let's do Hawaii. I like Hawaii. So I'm going to control click on Hawaii. We're actually going to create things now, right? And what I want to do, interesting. So this is the popular pins. Let's just click on one of them. It's going to show us everything that pops up. Very, very cool. So this is interesting. What are we seeing here? We're seeing straight images, right? That one's definitely AI or an actual painting. This one is a photo, it looks. And then we have text overlay. So what do I want to do? I want to come to Ideogram. This is where this comes into play. And I want to come here, 9 by 16. So I'm going to try to be very methodical during the image creation process. I'm going to try to go over every little detail to help you. So I know it's going to be slower. You're going to see examples where we're blowing through this, right? So let's try here. Let's just start at the start. Ideogram has a few options. I think I have the plus plan, which is something like $20 per month or something like that, right? It's not much compared to what you get. You get 4,000 images for $20 a month. It's crazy. All right, so I could type in anything here. I could type in, give me a realistic photo of a Hawaiian beach with dolphins in the distance. Now listen, I know this is elementary when I'm showing you here, right? It's going to build. We need to create the foundation to build. It gets much more complicated, right? All right, magic prompt. Is it on or is it off? If the magic prompt is on, it's going to take what I typed in and actually create a new prompt to send to their system. I'll show you that. Let's put it on. I'll show you. Aspect ratio. Usually we want to have something that is like 10 to 16, 9 to 16, 2 to 3 works as well, right? A little fatter. These type of things. Pinterest likes 1,000 by 1,500 the best. I don't think Ideogram gives us that straight out of the box, right? Custom, could we do it? Oh, this is a new feature. Oh, excellent. I'll eat my own words, right? Right there, 2 to 3 custom. Is it going to do it for us? Right there, 1,000 to 1,500. Save dimensions, aspect ratio, 2 to 3. No, 1,500. Save. Adjusted to nearest supported size. All right, so 2 to 3 for higher resolutions. You can upscale your image after it's generated. All right, so I was excited there for a second, but 2 to 3 is probably the closest we can get to what Pinterest wants. I'll show you if you want to take the extra step to push it to the correct, quote unquote, correct dimension, right? So we're talking about dimensions right now. And we talked about, what did we talk about? We talked about Ideogram plus plan equals 4,000 images per month. Crazy. We talked about the magic prompt. Is that what it's called? The magic prompt, right? Let's click out of this. Magic prompt, on or off. And then the dimensions. Pinterest says they want 1,000 by 1,500. I have had success with just straight out of the box Ideogram, right? But if you want to go the extra mile, it takes more work to make these the quote unquote appropriate 10,000 by 1,500 or more. We'll get into that. But let's just go with 2 to 3 right now. Visibility, when you have Ideogram Plus or whatever it's called, you can go private. So no one can see my stuff, right? You have an option of 2.0, 1.0, and 0.2. You definitely want 2.0. This is everything. Make the color palette auto. Turbo. Look here. Turbo is usually good enough. You can go default, but it uses 2 credits down here. Do you see that? You can go quality. It uses 3 credits. For each credit here, it's going to spit out 4 images. Later in the course, we're gonna use this to leverage getting as much value as possible. I almost exclusively use Turbo. I don't want to use default or quality just because I don't want to burn through my image credits. So let's generate this thing. Let's see what happens. Because we're on the plus plan, usually they spit out pretty darn fast. All right, 42% complete, 68% complete, 93. Okay. And there you go. Pretty darn nice. Of course, AI has some inherent issues with a dolphin flying 30 feet in the air. We're not going to use that one. But the beautiful thing about Ideogram is it gives us 3 photos we can choose from, right? Which one is the best? Now, that is just foundation, right? That's just foundation. That's step 1. So the basics of Ideogram, is that you can create an image with a prompt, right? Very, very easy. You can create an image with a prompt. That's the most basic thing right there. Now, that's what I would consider just a straight image, right? Opposed to create an image with a prompt with a text overlay. So this is text overlay, right? That's the next step. Gets a little trickier. So we have just straight image and we have text overlay with a prompt. There's a reason I'm spelling it out like this, with a prompt, right? Do you see this? And then with a prompt. There's a reason I'm doing this, and you're going to see why. So this gets a little difficult, but what we're able to say is in bold white letters on a black background, have the text overlay 15 best things to do in Hawaii, right? All right, let's see if it does well. Sometimes Ideogram struggles, but that's the beauty of having 4 separate images at once. Take a sip of my tea, wait for this thing to complete. We're building, right? We're building. Now, you're starting to see the power of Ideogram, right? It did exactly what we wanted to do. Are those pins as beautiful as the incumbent powers here? No, I would say not. I would say these ones are prettier. But that's how you can do a text overlay, and it creates variance for you. Very, very, very cool, right? Very, very cool. If we wanted to, we could probably change the color. I said black background with text overlay, bold white letters. So that's that one. Create an image with a prompt. So now let's have a little bit of fun. Let's take off bold, create an image with remix. This is where you're going to start to cook with fire. This is the difference. This is where it starts to become way more advanced.